I mean, it was over text. It was funny as fuck though. But because people said that my F's were weird, but all of my friends could fucking understand this in a fucking F. People don't make sense.
DedSec research prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force.
And trying to draw on PC is fucking hard.
Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary
crazy
measure
out there,
to
right?
make London safe.
Here, your new optic.
Watch Dogs.
No turning back now. It's goodbye to normal life. Friends, family. DedSec's a full-time thing.
What's normal? The government's literally letting Albion shoot us in the streets.
Yeah, it's all messed up. And I want to help. But I have a life. It'll be tough to give it up.
You're not leaving anything behind. You're helping to make the world a better and safer place.
Yep. All right. I'm ready.
Changing my life would be hard. 2
Welcome
seconds
to
later,
Resistance.
I'm ready to give up my life. Dude, makes no fucking sense.
Right, welcome aboard, etc, etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SIRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
There in a flash.
That's all you hear. Just a meh. Wait. You have a nice. That's a fucking taxi. Oh wait, music. Please tell me "Fuck You" by Lily Allen is on. Because whenever I started to stream, it was on. When I was playing my first stream, I had this fucking. Whoops! I was running for a policeman.
We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives.
But I had this like nice looking fucking sports car.
At the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since, due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean,
Don't
the
fucking
optic
walk
changed
into me.
everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got this small handheld.
Oh,
so much lighter,
that poor woman.
and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I wouldn't say I'm raping them.
It's
But you
so
know in Watch
simple
Dogs
to
they can
control
control
something.
cars.
All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to.
I've
and
just
they're there
watched a
for
woman
you.
against the wall.
And browsing the web
Maybe
is
several.
so much
I'm here.
I'll highlight the server with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use
I
a
keep
heavy
forgetting
cargo
that you're
drone to
driving on the
steal it.
on the right side of the car, not left. Yeah, because the wheels on the right, not the left. No, I'm on about the car. The wheels on the right side, not the left. Because in every other fucking game, it's on the left. But this is fucking. This isn't American. It's on the right. Summon a cargo drone. How the fuck am I meant to do that then? Just summon a drone. Is a cargo drone here? There's electro fucking fists. You have a drone.
Need to leave this area right now.
So that's how I do it. Technology. I'm on a big ass drone. Is this drop cargo? How do I pick up the cargo? I'll just pick up a car just like that. Up we go. Wait, this is how I pick up the cargo. I like how I just went into a restricted area without anyone knowing on a fucking drone. A loud ass drone and no one spotted me.
You're good to go. The server's loaded up in your vehicle. Careful you don't go drive it in the Thames or something.
Don't worry, I passed my driving test with flying colours.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location.
We just joined it.
This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic.
Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Investigating. Stand by.
In Monopoly, yeah.
Control. Target is on from checkpoint. Negative. No sign.
Hey, insane. Oh god, there's
You're
someone
too
behind me.
far. I'm served from your optic, so I need you to stay within range.
This game's good, insane.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
You didn't see me, you didn't see me, you didn't see me. Fuck.
Pursuing the suspect.
Suspect crossed the checkpoint.
Pretty sure they tweeted that like a
Careful,
year ago.
It's taking too much damage. A few more hits and it's toast.
They're doing it at all.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit. Control, we have an our location.
Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
That there's... I'm pretty sure there's only one ending. Because in one ending there's a cutscene, in the other you just carry on playing the game. I'm not telling you shit, I'm just telling like what they are mainly. Right, Buckingham.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
All right, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag?
Bagley, we have company.
Well, shit, can you do anything to lose your new friends? Maybe invite them to a pottery night or overshare something personal. Whatever you do, just get to the last location in one piece.
Jesus. All right, fine.
Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
Standard duty. Seriously. Waiting area right.
No idea. Hey Mason. Fucking hell, that horn is loud.
Find out who is controlling that thing now.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Apprehend the suspect.
Ah, it's going slow.
Help bags, they're still on me.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
Shooting!
I can't get up. Move into a secure position.
Ah! Direct!
Wasn't he like blackmailing? One, who was blackmailing Varro's workers? So someone was like asked, like saying if if they don't work for him, he's gonna get booted.
Careful! Shots fired!
You told me. You told me.
Alright, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run!
Shouldn't get away from the truck.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? We pulled off a heist, made life a bit harder for the tyrants of the world, and most importantly, I got a new toy to play with. Now, run along back to the safe house. Sabine wants you and your new teammates for a briefing.
Give me this car.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the Optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the Optic, you can just walk straight onto the queue. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
Why?
I'm in. I want to take on the
I paid it 5
profiteers
hours yesterday,
exploiting
but that
London
was
for
it.
their own gain.
And what about Albion? Don't tell me you haven't noticed them turning the city into a war zone.
And then there's Clan Kelly, exploiting the desperate. They need to be on our shit list.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
Bye, Bubba or Michael.
I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings.
Just comply with the search. Never obey an Albion. We'll comply, damn it.
You need a 4 to pass. I can. I'm pretty sure in one of my books it says the grades, but I don't think I have my.
There's nothing left here. It feels wrong standing in the place where so many people died.
It's been abandoned for months, so it's a bit hard to see security all over the building that should be undergoing repairs. Seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it?
Good point. Bagley, what exactly am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
That's the worst.
God, that's revolting. You fuckwit. You prick.
What I mean, I'm staying home for another like 7 fucking weeks. You're gonna be doing it for fucking 80 more years. Trading's his job. Come on then.
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
I'm impressed it's transmitting anything at all in this condition. Where's the rest of it?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Fuck off. Yes, DLC.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
Piss off!
Don't think so. Or no Ed as well, wasn't it? She clearly lost many brain cells when you in the time you were playing.
Do it. Now,
it's pretty easy to play Michael.
And the video from these 36 and got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot, and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
That'll probably be best for Michael. Michael gives me the most blood points out of everyone. Well, whenever I play as him, I get 40k a match. Whenever I play as everyone else, 20k. I don't put on jack shit, and neither do the survivors.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Wait, Kelly? As in Clan Kelly? So gangsters are behind the bombings?
Looks more like a handoff, like the Kellys were providing supplies.
Interesting. I wonder who they were meeting. She didn't look like Clan Kelly. Does that mean she's part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, can you tell me who is controlling the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spider-Bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
What? The police were watching this.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
One to transport. We can do that, right? Or, I don't know, quantum tunnel the space-time continuum?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spider-Bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good plan. Hate spiders, but love this one.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
I understand.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 Day's calling card.
There, hurry. We've got order delivery.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
So 0 Day coordinated multiple groups to commit the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath.
It's a good find.
Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spider-Bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spider-Bot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
It's hard to believe the police may have known who the real bombers were all along and never said anything to the public.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Yeah, I found this glitch out of the map on TikTok and Todd. The main fucking zombies map. I'll send it to you now. Fluorescent streaks. No, it's a Dark Aether one. Well, it's the one you can do in. You have to stand next to a tree, use the Dark Aether, and then you can like tunnel between the same tree and the ammo box that's at the plane area, the plane crash. Might play this for like an hour and a half and then hop on.
Back off! I don't answer to Albion. Come on then.
Oh, we're getting gang banged! Oh fuck, there's another guy with a gun.
Control, send emergency vehicles when available. Control, I could use some assistance. Over.
Yes, taxi.
Control, I've lost the target.
I'm putting an end to this.
Fuck.
Over.
Jesus!
Car, come here. Car, stay there.
Shit! 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 Ah! We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit. Take cover!
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Get that locked down. Stop! Stop!
Control, we have a seriously injured officer.
Oh no!
It's off. Immobilizing the
Bitch,
suspect.
move.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic case...
Suspect is now on foot.
What the heck? Stop down. Pursuing the target. Stop letting go. Control, send an ambulance to my location.
Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got this small handheld.
Unit, prepare to stop the vehicle.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent
My
Tone
R2's shaking and I'm
conference.
driving.
We haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events.
I don't know if that means that my fucking vehicle's fucked or not, but it's vibrating.
It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have a small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a
Shit,
phone,
on the
you've
foot.
just got this small
Eyes on the suspect. They're on
You know my R2's are glitched. Why the fuck are you vibrating? You're not even in a fucking vehicle.
Drones deployed to arrest the suspect.
Oh. Stop fucking vibrating!
Long gone. Disengage. Over and out.
I'm in the fucking menu and you're vibrating! That's the sound of it vibrating. I was driving and it's doing that. And now I'm walking. Yeah, right. I have it on because it gets into quicker games, but they're usually too sweaty. That's what I do. Yeah. If I'm Bubba at the end of the match, oh, I'm spinning around in circles with my fucking chainsaw in my hand. I don't care. If you have 75 cents, it will help. Because I've countered so many 360s with 75 cents. Whoa. Whenever I counter it, it's fucking... I'm doing against red ranks that are sweaty. They are. I turn on crossplay. Oh, Tyler. New MMR for DVDs coming in a few months. Yeah. They've asked it in the DVD Discord, and someone's just said that something's changing in a few months. It's a quitter bonus, is what it's called. Yeah, rank 20 is it? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure my heart was still racing a bit. Roughly same here. Like I'm a fucking rank 10. That'd be a full lobby of reds. It just doesn't make sense.
All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area, over. Message received, moving in, over.
I had them. Where did they go?
Control, let's put out an APW. We're getting nowhere here.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, we announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your...
Problem. It looks like Albion overtook the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Pretty sure that privatising the police force defeats the purpose of having police.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the spider bot will be further in.
What was that? Come out!
Friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
A real hero always swoops in during the final act. Let's get on it.
I definitely heard. Do not resist. Let's find them. Straight away. I'll try somewhere else.
Please, help! Can't thank you enough. Cheers.
Where are you hiding?
You're just being stupid now.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Yep.
Dipshit. Bastard.
Code 3, closest units proceed to alarm
So
location.
whenever you get pre-stall, you know you've won. Well, with me, yeah. Oh, my games do it does.
Hey, Bags. Is that the same spider bot?
According to the serial
shit map
numbers,
for the
this matches the
survivors.
piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you find out who the user was?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
On it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now.
I love it when people waste fucking Shack. It's like the best feeling in the game. It's like they don't even get to loop you once and it's gone. So, Tyler, remember in one of my recent Twitch stream with DBD, where I threw down that fucking pallet and the person like, because I hit him, he was hit until he was downed. He fucking jumped back up, threw down the pallet, and then flopped. He was halfway flopping to the floor. He's like, not today, motherfucker.
buggery fuckery. Look at all this junk. You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Acting crack.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Got it!
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Okay, sure.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
You mean like a secret location?
You mean it is secret
This just keeps
location?
getting weirder. Let's check it out.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates. Your somewhat reckless teammate has got themselves thrown in the old clink, I'm afraid. Difficult to resist oppression from behind bars. It will be a while before they're available. Pro tip, however, why not recruit a barrister to the team? I mean, no one exactly likes a barrister, but they do have their function. They should be able to shorten the jail time of imprisoned operatives.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel somewhere.
Dear God.
Also, I thought that optic marketing
I don't.
Hey, how about this? They'll know all kinds of law stuff. Couldn't hurt, right?
Ironically, running an illegal resistance group would be easier if we had someone to consult for legal advice.
It wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
What?
Huh? Oh!
No, please. Privacy problem. No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really is.
You're not into that kind of thing, are you?
Right.
Hey yo! Hey yo!
Excuse me.
As you know, the broadcasting has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave into become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become fake propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before the media fragmented, there was this voice of authority that was trusted and worthy of trust. Then what we ended up with is a really commercial...
Our prospect's frail human body has failed them. They've been hospitalized. If you want them to join the resistance, this is a poor way to go about it.
The most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible. Because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in, and it kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation where nobody trusted anything, and nobody believed anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an authoritarian voice to come in and say, no way, we are the truth. So the ground for this environment really got created when we had suddenly authoritarian politicians everywhere, and anything that threatened them or they disagreed with, they would call it disinformation. That's disinformation, that's fake news. And again, we got in a situation where nobody really believed anything. And the trouble is if you were telling the truth, it's very hard to get your message to cut through all of the noise of all of the disinformation that's there. So like, you know, you'll remember Out on the Edges, there was this story about when they would take a house by force, they would take any infants and they would crucify them. And that's a great, fantastic, viral story. And how do you counter that story? With the truth. The only way you can counter it is by saying, no, they didn't. And of course, no one wants to spread that story. No one wants to hear that story. They want to hear the sensationalism. They want to hear how people were victims of violence when in fact they weren't. Or they were victims of...
All right, hear me out. If we recruit an Albion guard, we could get them to infiltrate for us. How's that sound?
She's got to be here somewhere.
Target not found. Searching.
She's here. I know it. You can't have gone. You're making this tougher for.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Received. Let's keep this by the book. Over.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Right, close this fucker down.
I'll help you.
You're out!
Deep breaths. Staying calm.
We're on their tail. Over.
Negative. No visual of the suspect.
Ready to ram the vehicle. Over.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know.
I've lost the target.
This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcasting has been...
You and me!
Since the Hassani government gave into
We have an officer in need of medical attention.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back...
Terminating the search. Control. Put out an APW.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer. Your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from his corporate backers and privatised the corporation. Today, the GBB is a shadow of its former self. It's become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before the media fragment, there was this voice of authority that was trusted, worthy of trust. Then what we do is commercial, whether you're talking about an app on a smart device or whether you're talking about